You okay? Bathroom all right?
Yeah.
You get to go to the bathroom? Apologize for the delay. Put it on the phone. All right, a couple things, Jerry. Just to let you know where we're at. All right. Right now, being interrogated down at Brighton PD. Okay. What are they going to tell me about this crime? What are they going to tell me about this?
Not anything they can tell you about it.
You don't think they can give me more details than what you just did?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not, no way.
No way.
And if I told you that they were doing that, that would surprise you?
They were doing what?
Giving me more details than you were?
Yeah, that would surprise me.
Okay. Why would that surprise you?
Because how would they know?
Maybe they're there. Maybe they did it.
They didn't do it. Maybe they're getting details from, they got details at the funeral home.
From who?
One of the family members.
The details that I need out of this crime scene are known by me, the other detectives, and the person who killed them. No one else. No one else. So, they ain't getting shit from the funeral home that's going to let them to believe or give knowledge that's going to give me details about that crime. Okay? There's a lot of things in that scene.
What you were saying.
There's a lot of things in that scene that no one knows. No one at the funeral home knows at all. Okay?
Okay.
The only person who knows it is the detectives and the person who did this. Which is why I go and tell you that your details don't make sense. The other phone call I had, Jerry, which further leads me to believe that you're full of shit, is your bullshit story about your gun that you had in your car and took back had nothing to do with killing that one fucking thing.
What are you talking about? I don't understand.
I don't understand either. Because the only thing that makes sense is you're lying. That's the only thing that makes sense.
About what? The gun?
The gun. The gun. You're full of shit.
About me taking the gun there?
Oh no, you might have taken a gun there. You might have taken a gun there. I don't know. Hell, you could have brought 20 guns there for all I know. If you did this, what'd you do with the gun that you killed him with? Where's it at?
Felix has it.
No, he doesn't. What'd you do with the gun? If you did this, what'd you do with the gun?
Felix has it. I gave it to him.
Nope.
Yep.
That gun didn't kill him.
Hmm?
That gun didn't kill him.
I didn't have any other gun. If that gun didn't kill him, I sure didn't go to the store and buy it. I sure didn't go to the store and buy that. Somebody else killed him. It wasn't me.
Now all of a sudden you didn't do it?
That's right.
Why didn't you do it?
Why didn't I do it?
Yeah, all of a sudden why are you changing your story?
Because you just told me that Smith & Wesson didn't do it.
The Smith & Wesson...
That what's his name has.
How many guns you own, Jerry?
Smith & Wesson.
Okay. What?
45 Colt revolver.
That's a Smith & Wesson.
No, 45 Colt revolver.
Okay. What's Smith & Wesson? What?
Oh, 9mm.
9mm. Is it a?
Automatic.
Okay.
Semi-automatic.
Okay.
Colt 21 revolver. Colt 45 revolver. And a little Beretta that's a piece of junk.
Ever own any other guns in the past?
Just shotguns and stuff.
No other handguns at all?
Mm-mm.
You have ammo for all those guns in your house?
Except the Colt.
Why don't you have ammo for that in the house?
That's hard to get. That it requires a Colt 45 long or something.
That particular weapon? Does?
Yeah, and it's hard to find that. But if my gun wasn't the gun that killed him, then I wasn't there. That's why I can't tell you any details.
See, that's where I get to lose my patience, Jerry. What do you mean then I wasn't there? Were you there or not?
No.
You weren't at the house. Were you there or not?
No, I wasn't there because I don't have recollection of it. And I told you from the beginning.
No, you didn't. You've given me some song and fucking dance about walking through the door in this.
I could have been in my dream. I'm telling you, I don't have any other gun.
You sat right there and said, I was there. I was there. Were you there? Were you there? Yes or no? Were you there?
No, I'm saying no.
You're saying no.
The reason behind it is, like I say, I can't remember any details about it.
You gave me details.
That's what I'm only picking from what I was dreaming about that time, that day.
Jerry, I want to know if you're telling me the truth. I want to know what you're telling me is the truth or not the truth. Okay? And let me finish. So you come in here, and what you do is something that people do all the time. Okay? You want to glean details from the questions and try to give your answers. Let me finish. Okay? So yeah, I came back in here and said, that gun wasn't the one that killed him, to see what your reaction would be. And now all of a sudden, you weren't there. You're full of shit, and I want to know why. Which one of the boys killed him? Which one of them?
Neither one.
Bullshit! Because there's no one else in your life that you would lie to protect. That you would walk in here and try to convince me that you did this. The only person that I can find in your life that you would do that for is one of your two boys. So you know what that tells me? One of those two killed him. Because you cannot tell me what happened inside there. And you keep changing your story. Either you did it or you didn't. And when you keep changing your story, that tells me you didn't. And like I said before, there's no reason for you to come in here, none at all, and say that you did this or you were there. There's only two reasons. One, you really were. Or two, you're lying to protect somebody. The only two reasons. So yeah, you're 60 some odd years old. Your boy's got a full life in front of him. Your boy fucked up, made a mistake, went over there and killed. You know about it and you said, you know what, son? I've lived my life. You haven't lived yours. I'll take the hit for you. But you can't give me the details of the crime. You didn't get enough detail, Jerry.
I know it. But they won't be able to give you any details either.
Who did this?
If I knew, I'd tell you. I don't understand. Why are you interrogating me if that my gun didn't kill them?
Jerry, I told you why I told you your gun didn't kill him. Because I want to see what your response would be. And you immediately change your story. Because that's what you've done throughout. It was to prove a point. You keep changing your story based on what questions are asked of you.
Oh, so you're lying to me then?
Maybe I did. Because I think you've been lying to me all along.
lying.
You keep changing your story based on the questions that are asked of you. Every time. Every time. You're all over the board. And like I said a million times in this room, either you were there and you know, or you weren't. And there's only two reasons for you to come in here and say that you did this. Which you've been saying all along. There's only two reasons. One, you did it, or one, you're covering for somebody. And I can't figure out why you keep changing your story. I just can't.
I'm not covering for anybody.
So you want me to believe that you truly had a blackout and don't remember the sequence of events inside that kitchen?
Yeah,
And you're saying that's the truth?
that is the truth.
And you only remember what you told me you remember?
Yeah.
And the boys won't be able to say anything? You didn't tell them what happened?
Mm-mm.
You didn't come home and say, oh my God, I can't believe what I did, and tell them what happened?
They don't even live with me.
Doesn't mean you don't
I
see
didn't
them, they
call
don't
them.
live far.
I didn't call them. They don't know.
I need you to remember more from that scene, Jerry. I really do. But I can't force you to remember. I just want to know that you're telling me everything you remember and not leaving anything out. Don't make up stories. Don't give me answers you think I want to hear, because that's bullshit. That only puts us behind.
Yeah.
It really does. Stop doing that. Don't tell me what you think I want to hear. Tell me the truth. Tell me what happened inside that house, and nothing but what happened inside that house. I don't know why you keep changing your story. I really don't.
I'm sticking to my story. I can't remember the conversation,
Okay?
and all I can tell you is that I walked down the hallway, and looked at my gun in my pocket. And he said, "What the fuck is that? What are you gonna fucking do with that?" And I says, "I'll show you what I'm gonna do." Boom. I don't know what sequence of events I shot, but I shot.
Okay. What about your bruises, Jerry? Where'd you get all these scrapes and bruises all over your body?
My son called me up, and he wanted me to get the auger out of the garage and the post hole digger. And I have a garage door it's an old barn garage door. It's on rollers. It's huge, but the track is cracked. And if you get that roller caught in the track, it stops, and it only opens about that wide. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to squeeze in that way and rub my back on those boards that are on there. And that's how I got those.
Okay. So that gave you bruises where?
Yeah, I got my elbow here, coming back out. I scraped it.
Okay. When was that? When did you go
That
get
was
the auger?
You want me to bring them out? I think it was Tuesday. Yeah, 'cause
Tuesday of last week or this week?
this week.
Okay.
'Cause he
Yesterday?
oh no, last week. I'm sorry. 'Cause
Okay.
yeah. 'Cause we were going up to the funeral home up there, Jennings Funeral Home.
Okay.
And we were gonna go up there, and we got a call from my uncle, or not, because we wanted to have a military funeral for my brother. I said, better not. He's real fragile. He's on the edge of a nervous breakdown. So then we left, and we drove back to Novi to pick his car up.
Who's his?
And transfer the auger and the post hole digger into his car, and then we left.
Any of those injuries happened when you did this to Rick and Brenda?
No.
I don't know, Jerry. I don't know. I just can't wrap my mind around why you would do this. Why would you come in here and say this unless you did it? I just have issues with what you're telling me happened in that kitchen. I really am. I'm trying to figure it out.
I wish I could add more to it. That was solid information, but I'm just terribly sorry I can't. And I'm not trying to fuck you guys up or anything like that. You know, I know it would be better for me if I could have some, you know, detail about what went on and make this whole investigation a lot easier for you guys. But I just totally blank.
There's nothing else you can remember. All right.
There, you know,
There's what?
there may have been some small talk before. It seems I could remember some small talk, but I don't recall. Now it escapes me what it was all about. Then he looked down and saw my gun.
Okay. So, if there was small talk, if there was some conversation, do you have anything to eat or drink at the house?
Did I have anything?
Mhm.
No.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you're there making small talk, you know.
Mm-mm.
Okay, if there was.
I don't recall them asking me if I wanted something to eat or anything like that.
All right. You never left the kitchen, or did you? Did you go anywhere else in the house? So I wouldn't find your hair or any fingerprints or anything of yours anywhere in that house?
I don't know if I went to the bathroom or not.
So you might have gone to the bathroom?
I might have gone to the bathroom.
Okay. So you might have gone to the bathroom, might have had some small talk with him. So you might not have shown the gun right away.
That's correct. That's correct.
So do you remember that now, as we talk about it?
I almost think I'm going to say I went to the bathroom there, that small bathroom there. Where was it?
You said this is your HB. Is that what's in it?
Half bath, yeah.
So if you do you remember going to the bathroom?
No, but I know I would have had to gone, so.
Well, it's one way or the other, Jerry. I mean, why do you know you would have had to go?
Yeah. No, I don't remember going there. I don't remember.
All right. Well, there's potential that you would.
I don't know. Okay, after having all that wine, I don't know how I'd made it there without stopping or going to the bathroom when I got there. Maybe I stopped.
All right, so maybe you went into the house, the gun's in your pocket, they don't see the gun at first, and you maybe have idle chit chat, and maybe you go to the bathroom. So I might find, you know, hair or skin cells or DNA of some sort in that half bath.
Could very well be, yeah.
All right, so if I did find it in the half bath, why would I find it there? I mean, what'd you do in the bathroom?
Took a pee.
Okay. Did you wash your hands afterwards?
I most likely would have, yeah.
Okay.
It's a habit, I mean.
Do you remember any of this? I want to clarify what we're doing here, Jerry. Do you remember doing this or not?
No, I do not remember.
Okay, I don't want to go
You don't wanna
down this
speculate.
road of speculation. I want to remember, because now all of a sudden you say there, you know, you give the impression that you might remember there was some small talk
Mm-hmm.
before this happened. Do you remember having small talk? And just
Very, very briefly, though, whatever it was, because I interrupted. You know, then it was a brief something, and then he noticed my gun, and that's when he said, "What the fuck you doing with that?" or something, and that's when I took it out.
I interrupted what? You said I interrupted. What do you mean you interrupted?
Whatever the small talk was.
But it was small talk between the three of you,
Yeah.
correct? Okay. So, was he surprised that you were there?
Yep. Because I don't remember what he said. He said, "What the fuck are you doing here?" Or "What the fuck you doing with that gun?" And I says, "I'll show you what, either I'll show you what I'm doing here, or I'll show you what I'm going to do with the gun."
Okay. But if you did have small talk and you walk in and sit down, are they thinking that you're there as, you know, just to talk to them or visit,
I didn't
or
sit down.
did you sit down? You didn't sit down?
Mhm.
Stood up?
Mhm.
But you potentially could have gone to the bathroom.
Potentially, yeah.
Okay. So I know originally when we talked about this, you were pretty comfortable in the fact that you never went too much further than this. But
Right.
But now you're saying that you could have gone to the bathroom?
I could have, yeah.
Could you have gone in the kitchen? Am I gonna find your DNA or hair or skin cells anywhere in the kitchen?
I kind of doubt it.
Kinda doubt it? Why do you kinda doubt it?
Because I don't recall going in there.
Okay, alright. Well, that's why I wanna understand the difference, because you don't kinda doubt going to the bathroom, so I'm starting to think you remember going to the bathroom. But I don't wanna put that in your mind, okay, cause you're pretty certain that you didn't go in the kitchen,
Right.
okay? So that tells me you remember. This
No,
is where I
because-
start getting mad, Jerry. This is where I start getting frustrated, because if it's a blackout, how the hell do you know if you went in the kitchen or not? But you seem pretty certain you didn't.
And I'm pretty certain I didn't. There's no reason for me to be in that part of the house.
Okay. Okay. But yet, you can't say that about going to the bathroom. Do you understand my point here, Jerry? How you say you don't remember shit, but then you're pretty, that answer was pretty confident. Oh, you wouldn't find it in there.
That's right. Yeah.
Because I know it. But if this is a blackout, you have no idea if you went in there.
Maybe not, but I know I was here most of the time.
Alright. So, but you could have gone to the bathroom.
Could have.
Okay. So, if you potentially could have gone to the bathroom, and you were here, where do you remember being when the gun in your pocket?
Right about here.
You were right about
Mm-hmm.
kind of at the edge of the table?
Mm-hmm. Forget this scenario. I remember that.
Crossing out. Put a J where you think you were. Okay. But you don't remember the...
That was one thing I can remember. We were in close proximity.
You and And you never sat down? Okay. Okay. And you're certain about that?
Yep.
Okay. And one that notices a gun?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Obviously, if they're making, small talk about whatever, and say you potentially do go to the bathroom, what's she doing over here? What is she doing? I mean, you're there, what's she doing?
Wait, I don't know if she was smoking or what, because she's got an ashtray on top of this microwave.
There's a microwave right here?
Yeah.
Put an M where the microwave is. I don't understand what the microwave is. Is that the only thing on by that microwave? I mean, is that
Well, there's a phone on the wall too somewhere here.
a phone?
Yeah.
What kind of phone?
Unless they changed that around. A wall phone.
Like we're doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But what she was doing here, I don't have any idea. I mean, she could have been, like I say, she could have put a cigarette out or something like that.
Do you remember her with the cigarette?
No.
Okay, then why do you say a cigarette?
Because she always keeps her little ashtray up here. And who knows, maybe she just got off the phone or something, finished her cigarette and stuff.
Do you remember her on the phone?
No.
No? Okay. You don't remember her smoking?
Mm-mm.
Is that, when you draw this, and I know I'm not an artist either, but you draw this, is that part of the counter, or is that a separate table?
Yeah, it's a table.
It's a table, so the counter, or whatever this is here, doesn't go all the way?
The counter ends, and then there's a table here.
Alright, so that's a separate, that little square is a separate where the counter
Pretty
ends.
sure that was the table, yeah.
Alright, so she was somewhere near that table.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't remember what she's doing.
No.
And you don't know what Rick's doing.
Mm-mm.
Anything on the table? Here, when you're standing right next to it?
I didn't notice it, no.
Okay. Do you smoke?
Mm-hmm.
What type of cigarettes do you smoke?
Pall
Pall Malls?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You smoke anywhere in the house?
Mm-mm.
Smoke walking up to the house?
I may have, yeah.
So if I find out.
You know what?
What?
Come to think of it, I don't think I would have, because I would have known where to put the butt, before I came in the house. I don't think he's got any butt cans outside.
So you're a conscientious smoker? You wouldn't just flick it on the yard?
No.
You don't do that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Flick them out the window of your car?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just checking. Sorry, so I'm not gonna find any Pall Malls in the house or on the property?
Mm-mm.
Alright. Other than the gun, do you bring anything into the house at all? Do you have anything of yours at all?
No. I don't know if I had a jacket or not, but I don't
You're not
think I
gonna
brought that
find
in.
anything of yours in that house at all?
Shouldn't.
Okay, and you don't remember what the small talk was about?
No.
I mean, if you walked in there and had small talk, obviously you'd have to have some story as to why the hell you're in their house. Because you don't have the gun out, right?
Hmm?
You don't have the gun out. when you
No,
first
not
walk in?
yet. No,
Okay.
it's in my pocket.
So obviously he says, you're making idle chit chat.
How you doing, how's the kids, da-da-da. Small talk like that.
Okay, is that something you remember?
No.
Because we need to be clear here, Jerry. I don't want you making shit up. I
I
want
know
you.
it. I know.
really don't. I want to know what you remember, not what you might have it, or I would have, or I think I should have, or
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you remember going to the bathroom or don't you remember going to the bathroom? Okay? And the reason I'm going at this again, and why I get upset and accuse you of lying to me and having convenient memory loss is, I say, could you have gone to the bathroom? You go, yeah, I could have. Gone to the kitchen? Absolutely not. Well, now wait a minute. That's bullshit. Either you remember it or you don't. You can't remember,
Either
one and the other.
not
You
the
understand
other.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand
That's
what
why I
you're
start
saying.
questioning your sudden memory loss. It's stuff like that that makes me do that.
Yeah, makes you wonder.
Makes me wonder why you're minimizing or not telling me the truth of what happened in there. I mean, we're already past this, Jerry. We're already past it. There's no reason not to tell me what you remember. There's no reason whatsoever.
I'm not hiding anything.
So, did you go to the bathroom or didn't you? Did you go to the kitchen or didn't you? Did you have small talk or didn't you?
No bathroom, no kitchen, small talk.
Okay. We've been talking about this all day. Is there anything else that you remember at all?
Nope.
Do you remember smoking? Do you remember by the table?
Mm-mm. What do you mean by this table? I remember her here.
Okay, you remember her there.
But
okay.
I don't remember if she had just put out a cigarette or I didn't smell any smoke. So she may have put one out earlier.
As a cigarette smoker, do you typically smell smoke?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't remember smelling smoke?
Nope.
And you don't remember what she's doing there?
No.
Not at all?
Nope.
Just, you're certain she was where you put the bee?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're certain what they are?
Yeah.
Nothing else?
Mm-mm.
Do you remember walking in the door?
I remember walking in the door, but I don't know if Rick opened it or if I opened it.
Do you remember knocking or ringing the doorbell?
Nope. Didn't ring the doorbell. Nope. I bet you I just walked in. Because I know I didn't ring the doorbell.
And the last time you were there, how long ago?
10 or 11 years ago.
So the only place I'm going to find any evidence that links you to that house is in that kitchen area. That's what you're telling me? And if I find it somewhere else?
I would be very surprised.
Okay. I want to believe you, Jerry. I do. I'm struggling to get there. I really am.
Sorry to make this so difficult, man.
I am too. Because now I'm yanking everybody that's even distantly related to you. I'm fucking up their life right now. I really am. And if it comes out at the end that I didn't have to do that, I'm going to feel pretty bad about fucking with them. About bringing them in and making them think that they're a suspect in this crime. Everyone in your life, because the only reason you be doing this is to protect somebody. So that means I gotta go to everybody in your family. And it's all unnecessary. If you really did this. But I gotta cover it, Jerry. You just can't tell me enough about that scene. You just can't. And unless you have a clarity of mind and also remember something, it's the only way we're going to get past that. So before we go, if there's anything that you can think of at all that we haven't covered, that you remember, not that what I want to hear, not some bullshit that you want to give me at all. I want to know the truth of what you remember and nothing more. Not a damn thing. anything that you remember, any small, minute detail at all, I need to know.
Yep. Any little detail I can't remember.
Could be a big detail, Jerry. Could be a big detail.
Yeah, well, it could be too, yeah. Absolutely.
You know, I have to walk out of here in just a second, Jerry, but I just want to ask a question here and kind of interject here. And I'm just kind of wondering, you said you had your gun in your pocket? Okay. And what kind of pants were you wearing? You said jeans?
I think jeans, yeah.
Like a brown jeans?
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of gun did you have?
Smith & Wesson.
Smith & Wesson, which is a pretty large frame automatic pistol, right?
Really, it's not that big.
Well,
It's a nice small
Well,
one. Well, yeah, it's
obviously
got a
we-
big
ob-
handle on it.
Obviously, we have it, and so I'm just wondering how you got that pistol in your pocket. That's what I'm wondering here. Because in my mind, the likelihood of putting one of those pistols, because I have a smaller automatic pistol too, I can't put that in my front pocket. So, in my mind, I'm thinking, you continuously tell us that this 9mm was in your front pocket,
Mm-hmm.
but yet I don't see that happening.
It was. It was in my pocket, yeah.
Okay, in your front
Depending on the
jeans-
style of the jeans, too. You know, I had higher pockets that came around.
Mhm.
You could slip it in there and just part of the handle would be sticking out. I mean,
I guess-
you can wear designer jeans. I gotta wear jeans that are all big and baggy and stuff like that. You
Yeah,
know?
generally, I mean, that might be able to happen, but I would say it's not the norm. I would say the norm in a situation like that is you stick it in your waistband, a larger frame or a larger frame pistol like that. So I'm just.
I can't do that because of my belly.
Mhm,
It pinches it, you know.
mhm.
So I had it in my pocket.
Hmm. And we keep going back to these maps here, and Sean you keep showing us where you were, and I don't want to beat a dead horse here, because obviously, as we talked about before, we keep going around in a circle here. And when Sean had walked out here, you and I were having a conversation about who you are and what kind of person you are. You're not a bad guy. I mean, you're not. You made a mistake here, but you're really not willing to atone for what you did.
What do you mean by that?
Because you're not telling the truth. You know, and we can say this over and over and over again, but you know that we're not lying. You know that we know more than what we're telling you.
Yeah, I know that.
That is the reason why we're sitting here talking still. So, I mean, we want the truth.
I know that, but I can't help it if I have a memory lapse or.
We have to be satisfied that we have the truth. Okay? You tell us that you did it, then you know what? You may have a small memory lapse, but when you kill 2 people, brutally murder 2 people, you remember that. shaking your head yes. How about no more circles, Jerry? How about no more talking in circles? How about being a man and telling us the truth? What you told us before, it doesn't matter to us what you told us before. It does not matter. All we care about is the truth. We understand that you're afraid. There's a lot going on. You've never been through this before. But you know that saying, the truth will set you free? I guarantee you will feel 100% better when you tell us the truth.
I'm not
Hey, hold on. You are. You're holding it back and you're not telling us everything. Jerry, yes you
Why
are.
would I lie to 2 investigators, for heaven's sakes?
It's the same reason that people lie to us every day, because they're afraid. Fear is a
If I
strong...
knew what that conversation was about, I'd be delighted to give it to you guys.
I'm not worried about the conversation. I'm worried about 10 different things that happen in that house that you're not telling us about.
10 different things that happened in that house.
That's right. Honest to God, I mean, I really don't know where you're coming from, man. I mean, did you get yourself tied up in with something over your head with this? And get some certain people involved in this situation that you're more afraid of them than you are of telling us the truth?
No way. No way. I didn't drag anybody into this.
Okay. Your sons?
No fucking way.
Okay. What are we supposed to think? And I'm not going to go through this whole thing. What are we supposed to think? You're not telling us the truth, Jerry. I want you to tell us the truth. I don't want any more mumbo-jumbo, talking in circles. I want to know exactly what happened. You walked in that house and you killed them, and I want to know all the circumstances that surrounded that act. I don't want you to write it down. I don't want you to think any more about it. I want you to tell us the truth, exactly what happened.
That was it. I took the shots and I left. And anything else that happened in that room didn't have anything to do with me.
No, you know what? I'm sorry, but I don't really have time for this. And I'm
I-
sorry.
I
You know what?
apologize.
No, I apologize to you. You know what? Because I feel like I've let you down. Because you know what? I came in here to get the truth, and I don't feel like I got it. So I don't know what else to say, man. I'm sorry for you, okay? All right? But you take care.
All right, Jerry, you've been here all day. And I've done this my whole career. I'm just, wait, let me finish. Before we end, before I leave, okay, I always give everyone one last chance. Okay, I give you one last chance. If there's anything you want to add to what you told me, here's your chance. Okay, here's your chance to for whatever reasons, you know, we'll hold it against you. If there's anything that you want to tell me or add or delete, whatever, I give you the chance now.
Believe me, if there was, I would certainly do it. But I'm at a blank.
Okay.
Total blank.
But just so we're clear, you killed, you just can't fill in the blanks.
I'm sure you've heard of this happening before.
Hmm?
Have you?
Sure. Yes, I've been doing this a long time, Jerry. Believe me. There's not much I haven't seen. Okay, so,
What do you do in a case like that?
every case is different. Every case is different. It's all up to you. It really is.
I'm terribly sorry to put you through this, but I'm sorry. I'm you know.
Jerry, I want to believe you. I really, truly do. Okay? You don't seem like a bad guy. You really don't. Okay? You made a horrible, horrible, tragic
Oh my God.
mistake. Okay, you got to deal with the fact that this happened because of you. Something you're going to carry with you the rest of your life. Something you'll think about every day for the rest of your life. And you seem like you're a stand-up guy. You really do.
Thanks.
Okay? You need to make, you know what? Hey, you fucked up. You know what? But a stand-up guy, an integrity guy says, you know what? I fucked up. And, you know, I'm gonna take responsibility for what I did. I made a mistake. I did. And I think you wanna do that. You don't wanna put everyone through all this crap. And you know what? Truth be told, you don't give a shit about me or him. It's for your family. It doesn't really matter to you what you put me or him through. And that's true.
Still, I mean, I don't want to make your job any harder than it is.
Well, that's why we need to get through the rigmarole of what we did earlier with the dreams and memories, and then trying to grab shit out of the questions and make it part of your statement. I mean, that's the type of bullshit that pisses me off. It really does. And it doesn't do anything to benefit you.
No,
It doesn't at all. It just makes things that much harder.
I understand.
Okay? You went there. You pulled the trigger. They're dead. Anything outside of what happened in that sequence of events, you're the one that knows what happened. Now, I know what happened based on my crime scene. Okay? I know facts out of there. Okay? That if you did this, that you know too. Okay? Now, you're claiming you don't, and I want to believe you. I do. Because it's a hard thing to fathom that you're coming in here telling me that you're responsible for his death. Because that's what you've been doing all day long. Okay, you're a stand-up guy. I went in there, I pulled the trigger, I killed him. I did it. But there's more than that. There's typically more than that. Okay? And a lot of people lie for a lot of different reasons. Okay? And not necessarily lie, but they leave things out for different reasons. It's my job to figure out why they leave things out. It really is. Okay? This isn't, okay, if you went in there and did this, I don't need to figure out who, you did it. You've been pretty consistent. You went in the house and you did it. Okay? But you're a stand-up guy, and I know you want to try to help. But there's more that happened in that house, and I want to get it from you. Okay, I wanted to get that from you as best I can. And all I want is the truth from you. All I want is the honest, god-awful truth of what happened in there. Because I'm going to find things in my scene that may or may not relate back to what you told me. Which makes me start not believing you. Okay? It really does. And that's my problem. That's where I come into a problem. Where you're not so much of a standing up guy anymore. Now all of a sudden, you start thinking, is he fucking with me? Is he jerking my chain? Is a real killer out there somewhere? And that's why I start thinking like that. Because you can't fill in those holes for me. Or you give me details that aren't true. Couldn't be true. I know they couldn't be true. Okay, now are you doing that because you're trying to lead me down the wrong path to protect somebody? Or is it truly that you don't remember? I want to believe you, Jerry.
Please do.
believe that you went in there by yourself without anybody there to help you with a gun, pulled the trigger and killed. Because if you're coming here and telling me that and you're a stand-up guy and you know what, I fucked up and I made a mistake and that's what I'm doing, I want to believe that. But I expected more from you to help me believe that. I really did. In all the years I've been doing this, I typically get more. Now, yes, I've seen lots of different scenarios of different things happen, okay? And I'm not closing the door on the fact that you may remember some detail that you may want to share at some point after we leave here today. Okay? I want to leave that door open for you.
Mhm.
Okay? You can always, if something does come back to you or you want to let us know something, well then you do that.
Mhm.
Okay?
How would I get a hold of you?
Just tell the deputies that you want to talk to
Sean?
Shaw at the state police. Just say Shaw at the state police. All right?
Mhm.
So we can do that.
Oh, yeah,
Okay?
absolutely. I'm gonna think real hard on that too, I promise you.
No more fucking me around.
No.
Okay? Don't tell me what I want to hear.
Okay.
It's an insult to me. Tell me what you know. Nothing more, nothing less. What you know. It's all I want to hear from you.
Okay.
Nothing else you want to add?
No.
I'll be right back.
You're gonna be going back in just a minute, Jerry. I know this has been difficult for you, it's been difficult for us too. Okay? Couple things before we talk, we'll talk about this in just a second. I'm sure you know what that is. What I'd like you to do is write your name on here and your cell phone number for me. Jerry, write it, Jerry Kowalski. Okay, peel it off and keep writing. Just do a bunch of them for me.
Okay.
Keep going. The trash? I got trash right here.
That's right. Hang on to it.
You write your name, do you normally write it like that or do you print it, Jerry?
It depends.
Okay.
You know, if it's something's gotta be obviously signed, I sign.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're signing it there.
I can, yeah, I usually print too.
Okay.
You wanna print it too?
Yeah, if you like, that'd be fine, whatever you normally do.
What are you doing with all these?
We need them for just handwriting stuff. makes you do handwriting analysis and stuff. I mean, it's just, you know, do a complete investigation.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have any problem with that, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I appreciate it. They don't make those things easy to peel anymore. They kind of accordion them now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just want to keep on doing that.
I don't think they'd say that.
Still going?
Yeah, I'm getting writer's cramp.
Take your time. facts. I'm just gonna count them, see how many there are here, so you can keep going for a few minutes if you'd like. You can take a little break if you want, but. just a couple more, and then we'll call it good, okay? Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Just about there. That's good, yeah. Thank you. I know your hand starts to cramp up after a while. I've had to do this a couple times myself. I just got a couple other questions for you, and just even general questions. You can just maybe answer. I mean, do you practice shooting? I mean, is there a range where you practice shooting at?
At the base?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How often do you guys practice?
We practice like twice a year, and then once a year we qualify.
Okay. What weapons do you use to practice with?
The Glocks, 9mm Glocks.
Okay. Do you have any other weapons there that you use or practice with?
No, not really.
What does not really mean?
Well, sometimes they'll set up the M14s or something like that. You know, let us fool around with them. You know.
Okay. Any other pistols?
No other pistols.
Okay. And I know you had a chance probably to like calm down and relax a little bit and think about some things. Is there anything that comes to mind that we haven't discussed?
Yeah, no.
Okay. The other thing, Jerry, is obviously I have this note here that you left for your kids, and I have a copy of it here, and it really lends to your state of mind, what you were thinking there. You told Felix and Gary Childers and Chris, I think, with that.
Well, because of the situation I got myself into.
Mm-hmm. I mean, tell me about what you were thinking.
Well, I was thinking it would be better for me to get out of this that way, and then, you know, have them go through all the grief, I guess, with an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, you know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
from one family to the other, you know. I was thinking of that, and I didn't really want to face what I was going to have to face.
What do you think that would have been?
All the questioning and interrogation and stuff like that, you know.
What else?
Oh, the court time, and, you know, prison time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, is it the embarrassment factor? Is that what you're talking about too for your family, or?
That's part of it too, yeah. No, not really.
No. Part of the job that I do is I go talk to people that are in situations where they put themselves in and by you answering my question by going, well,
hadn't been going good, you know, and stuff like that. And every time I'd take 2 steps forward, I'd have to take, get 2 steps forward, I have to take 1 back, and or 1 step forward and 2 back, whatever that is. And I just got, it seemed like every time I was able to save up some money, something would come up, and bam, you know, I had to use it for that, you know.
Mhm.
Somebody knows I got some extra money. They don't want me to have it, you know. Somebody up there.
Mhm.
So those kind of things would get at me.
Mhm.
But
I mean, do you believe in God?
oh yeah,
I mean, do you have any type of religious life, or do you have any? I mean, is it private? Your own?
my own private. Yeah, I'm very dedicated to a lot of the patron saints.
Okay, so you're Catholic, or you were
Mhm.
Catholic. So let me ask you. And what provoked you at that time and place to do all that? I mean, at that point. I mean, obviously this took place last Thursday, and the police came and talked to you Thursday night.
Yeah.
I mean, what made you get to that point on Monday night?
Probably the stress. And knowing what I'd have to face.
I mean, you knew this was coming.
Mm-hmm.
What made you know this was coming?
This investigation?
Mm-hmm.
Well, because he wanted me to come there Monday,
Mm-hmm.
and I never made it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tuesdays when, well, Monday night is when I tried it. And then Monday night is when I tried it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he says, if I get up, I'll go. If I don't get up, that's that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I'm not a preacher or anything like that. I was raised Roman Catholic myself, so I have an understanding of the guilt and the things that are impressed upon you by all that. But let me ask you this. I mean, you said, how did you describe yourself as far as your spiritual life? How would you describe yourself?
More personal.
Right. But you said you pray to the saints.
Yeah, I have a bunch of patron saints that I send money to, and you know, in their behalf.
Right, right. I get those in the mail too.
I say prayers to them. I got their holy cards and stuff like that.
Which your saints do you?
Saint Father Solanus, Casey,
Mhm.
Saint Padre Pio, Mother Teresa,
Missionaries of Charity.
yeah, and Saint Jude,
Mm-hmm.
and oh, Saint Anthony's another big one.
Mm-hmm. And in my understanding is obviously saints aren't God,
Right.
okay, but saints in our lives, they act as intercessors, right,
Mm-hmm.
to God the same way Mary does,
Mm-hmm.
and they act as as a medium, as an intercessor between us and God, and pray for us and pray for our souls and pray for the good things in us, right? And I'm just kind of laying this out there for you. We're just talking low key here. Okay. So, I mean, do you believe in like confession in the church, or do you think? I mean, a lot of people think you can just confess, just pray, and God will hear your prayers and know in your heart whether or not you're heartfully sorrowful for the sins that you've committed.
Yeah, I believe in self-confessing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, besides the things with, I mean, and we're talking about mortal sins here. And you also took the lives of 2 other people. Now, I'm not here to judge anybody. My job here is to be a policeman and to find the truth, not to judge anyone. I mean, we never knew each other from Adam before this. I don't know what kind of guy you are. I get the feeling you're a pretty decent guy. I mean, you're pretty easygoing. You're a pretty good guy. My guess is you're probably a pretty good dad for your kids. You've had some tough times. Mm-hmm. And deep down, you try and do the right thing. Yet you profess this deep faith you have in prayer to the saints and for their intercession. Now, we all are entitled to make mistakes. That's why we're human beings. We're not perfect and we'll never be perfect. In God's eyes, we're not, but God expects us to try and be Christ-like in our actions.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that.
So, his expectation is we try and be Christ-like. You know, you see these bumper stickers and everywhere wears these wristbands, what would Jesus do? Mm-hmm. I mean, that is the expectation that he has for us. And fortunately, I mean, you have an understanding of that, obviously. And for the things you've done, what would his expectation be for you?
That's a good question. What would his expectations be of me?
Mm-hmm.
Probably to ask him for forgiveness.
Right. And the one thing he gave us on this earth is free will. And the choices to make choices that affect our free will. These free will choices. Those are the things that decide the damnation of our souls. And if you believe what's in the Bible and you believe what the church teaches, your life on earth is a blink of an eye compared to your life in heaven. And I will tell you, I'm not here to judge you. I don't know. I don't know what the answers are. But if I were in your shoes, I would be awfully afraid for my soul right now. This is life between us, and if you really have a deep faith like you say you do, you know it. And as human beings, we kind of put that aside and we look at the things of man as the things that we hang on to many times. But when you're sitting alone, I know that if this is the way you are and you have this faith, this is a demon in a battle that's been going on in you. So what is the answer? You know what God's expectations are for you. God's expectations are...
See that again?
I said, you know what God's expectations are of you? We all know what God's expectations are. We can never live up to his expectations, though. Never. That is the plight that we're in because of our fall in the Garden of Eden. We took the bite out of the apple, so we're born with original sin, and we're going to be sinners. But our saving grace is God's love and our really ability to repent for our sins. And only God knows if we are repenting for our sins wholeheartedly. I can never answer that question for you. I can see on the outside your actions and what you do and draw a conclusion or an opinion, but it doesn't really matter what's going to happen to you in the afterlife. I mean, do you agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
So all I'm saying to you, Jerry, is as a person, as a human being, I think God's expectations would be if you were wholeheartedly sorry for what you have done, and killing 2 people, he would expect honesty and truth. And by giving honesty and truth, exclaiming it, that is the only way that he would know, or anybody would know, that you were wholeheartedly sorry for this and for these acts. Otherwise, I mean, listen, I am a Christian person, all right? And I will just tell you, I don't hold a grudge against anybody. I think things that people do are terrible at times, but it's not my place to judge them. But you're being judged right now, not by us. And say down the road you're walking down the street and you get hit by a car, what's happening to your soul? If I were in your shoes, I would think that my soul is damned.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, is there truth to come out of you or no? Are you that far gone?
There is truth to come out of me. Sure there is. I would speak it if I knew it.
Okay, Jerry. I mean, I'm sitting here almost like preaching to you, and I don't want to be like that. That's my conversation with you as a Christian to another Christian, okay? I just, I don't know what else to say, but I'm just going to read your note here, okay, to you. Okay. And on the back of that too, you wrote this word.
Oh, that was on, you know what that was?
What is that?
That was on the notepad
Mm-hmm.
because we were trying to find his phone number and the correct spelling on it.
Okay.
And it just so happened his name was on it when I started writing this letter.
Mhm.
Because I didn't know the proper spelling of it. We're trying to get them, and my son was looking it up over the computer, and he didn't know if it was our.
Okay, all right. Well, like I said, it's obvious. But I will tell you this. God hates sin, buddy. He doesn't hate us, he loves us, but he hates sin. And he hates it when he loses his soul. So, in my mind, in my position in this whole incident here, I'm seeing a clock ticking here and ticking down for you. We're just about at the end, where if we don't get anything from you, then that's kind of going to be the way it is. And if you're convicted of murder, yet you never repent of that crime, whether you're convicted or not, you still never repented of that crime. Someone else put that penalty on you, but you never admitted it to anybody or yourself, or took responsibility for your actions. And that's what we're talking about here, is taking responsibility for your actions. So, I'm just leaving it out there for you, Jerry. I mean, I don't know what else to say to you, man.
I wish I had some more to add to that.
Well, you don't have to add anything other than the truth. I mean,
I know. I wish I could come up with some more stuff.
Okay.
For you.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry. I don't really have anything else for you, man. Maybe it planted a seed in your mind, and I mean, in your own
I
time.
appreciate the pep talk.
Well, it wasn't a pep talk. It was a truth talk.
Yeah, it was.
That's all.
Mm-hmm.
That's reality. All this stuff around us right now is nothing. That's how we get through life, man, with our faith. This is nothing. Because all those bad things that happen to us, the only way we get through them is through faith. The things with my family, the same things that you dealt with, I dealt with them. I didn't kill anybody. So I'll just ask you one more time, man. Do you have anything else you can tell me, the truth? I would like to hear the truth from you, and do it from your heart. I asked you to be a man before. I asked you to stand up. I didn't want to get into the spiritual area, but that's who I am. And before I give up on you, I want to leave an open door for you and give you the opportunity to talk to me.
Oh, please don't give up on me.
Well, I mean, I only have so much time now. I'm only a human being. I'm not a saint. I'm not an angel. This is who I am. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say, buddy. I honest to God, when I walk down here, I feel horrible for you. Because not only have you destroyed other lives, but you're destroying your life plus your immortal soul. And I mean, I don't want to beat it anymore like that, but I mean, I say give up. I mean, I have to move on too, because I have a family, I have friends, I have things I have to take care of. This is my job, and it doesn't mean that I don't care about people on my job, because obviously I would have to care about people to do this job. And as I told you before, it's not my place to judge you. I don't judge you. But I have an expectation that most people come in and tell me the truth, and they tell me when you lay it out for them, they don't hold so tightly to that, and that's what you're doing right now. You're holding so tightly to that, to humanity. So, I mean, you have a family, you have all that. So, reaching deep down inside yourself, Jerry? Is there something else that you can tell me? I mean, the truth. Jerry, I am asking you, I mean, as a
I am not.
as a
I am not holding
in the
anything
last
back.
ditch effort here, this is the last ditch effort for me to talk to you about this. That's it. I'm walking out of here in a minute. You're gonna go back to jail, okay? That's gonna happen here in just a minute. All right? This is gonna be the hardest step you've ever taken in your life, but it's hard for a reason. Nothing in life is easy if it's worth anything. And saving your soul, it has to be the hardest thing in the world.
I'm sorry, I don't know. I can't recall anything else that went on in that room.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry if I think of something. Be the first one I get a hold of.
I don't know what else to say, Jerry, okay? But, I mean,
Don't hold it against me.
I don't
read
hold
the letter.
I don't hold it against you, okay? I mean, I don't feel any I feel I'm disappointed,
I am too in myself.
okay? I'm disappointed in what you're telling me because I feel, and this is through my experience as an investigator, that you're not telling us everything. Sean Furlong there is a hell of a great investigator. That's, you know, he told you he handles homicides. That's what he does. That's what he does all the time. And so this is what we do. That's why we know that you're not telling us everything, okay? So,
I'm not
I don't know.
holding it back. Believe me.
okay, well,
I am not holding it back.
all right. Well, I mean, if you change your mind and you want to talk to me, like I said, we are done. I mean, I really don't have anything else to sell. I mean, to tell you about anything, or, I mean, you're gonna go back to jail tonight. What do you think should happen to you?
Well, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. More than likely, I'll be ending up in jail.
If you were in my shoes, I mean, what do you think should happen to you?
Oh yeah, you'd probably want to see me go to jail.
I don't necessarily think that way. All I want to see is justice served.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my job to put a penalty on what you do. The law does that. The courts do that. My job is to find the truth. That's exactly how I look at it. The truth.
You can't dig up any little thing that I can think of right now.
You know, sometimes I will just tell you, we're going to go here